Hello, One Plan Army. Getting at you today with a video on starting a business. We're going to run through the steps of setting up a basic LLC. This is going to be slightly different in different states, so it's not going to be a catch-all guide, but it's just going to give you a little bit of guidance on how to get out there, start your own business. They say you're never going to get anywhere if you don't start. So you're going to go to your Secretary of State. If you see, we've already searched it here. Secretary of State, we're going to just do North Dakota. Go ahead and click that. You can just Google, Secretary of State, Vermont, or whatever state you're in here. You're going to look for the .gov address, Secretary of State. So North Dakota uses First Stop here for all of theirs. We're going to go ahead and click on that and click on their First Stop software. That's going to bring us right to their main page here, how we set up all your businesses and everything like that. For North Dakota, we're going to come down here to businesses and start a business. Pretty simple process. They're going to just lead you through some instructions here. So this is a big important one. Will the business originate in North Dakota? You're going to want the business to originate in whatever state you're registering in. So yes, the business will originate in North Dakota. If it is going to originate in another state, you're going to want to register your initial thing in the state that you're going to originate in, and then you can also, go up from there. So, business structure. You're probably not going to be a co-op. You could be a corporation, but more than likely, you're going to fall into the limited liability company, the partnership, or the sole proprietorship. If you're starting just a very small business, it's just going to be you, and you're going to run everything basically as kind of a side hustle or anything like that. Sole proprietorship is going to be right for you. You're just going to have to register a business name and move on. It's very simple. Uh, Partnership is very close to the same. There's not a whole lot to it. The good part about a sole proprietorship or a partnership is they're very easy to start. They really don't cost a whole lot to get off the ground, and you can kind of just start doing business right away without having a whole lot of different things. The bad part, if someone comes after your business in a, like a lawsuit or any other thing legally, they come after you in those because you are not separate from your business, you're part of your business. That's why a lot of people opt to do a limited liability company. It's going to set your business as a separate entity from yourself. You're going to still be the controlling partner or what have you, but it's going to allow you to form kind of a bridge and have a gap in between your business and yourself to kind of protect yourself. You're going to go ahead and click Business Liability Company here. Click Next Step. And we're going to go right onto the Articles of Organization. So you'll normally have to create an account, do a personal account, business account. Go ahead, we got ours in there already. So we're just going to start with the Articles of Organization. This is basically just going to go through and is going to be where they're going to be sending all your paperwork, where your office is, everything like that. So you'll be filling out your executive office, your mailing address, and we're just going to go ahead and click yes. We don't. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and this will be put in your names right here. So we were One Plan LLC before, so One Plan LLC would be just like that. You need to include the LLC on here, or the LL.C, or limited liability company, but most people just opt for the basic LLC. You're also going to need, let me just show you guys this here actually. If you were to try to do a registered one, since we have the company registered, we wouldn't be able to do that. But if we wanted to do Two Plan LLC, yeah, we can go ahead and do that. If we can type. Normally you're going to know if you need consent. Okay, so we're going to go through that. This will be where you put your address in. And then you're going to go ahead and do a registered agent. Now, I know we didn't fill out the last form, but I just gotta show you guys where we're going with this. So, you're going to go ahead and select a registered agent. You can type the name of that person. Maybe Joe Smith. We don't know a Joe Smith. We're just using that. Search. So, you go in non-commercial and add an agent. This you'll fill out with yourself, first name, last name, whatever on there. You're going to be an individual. Go ahead and save that. After you fill out all that, you'll be able to move on to the formation details. And when should it be effective? Normally you're going to file it right away and start your business. If you do want to have it effective on a specific date, you can do that. And you're normally going to be perpetual unless you're planning on running this business for a specific set of time, and then you can set for it to expire, but most people are going to plan on running their business long term. And then you want to just do a brief what we are doing. Compete with one plan LLC, because we just really don't like those guys. And you're normally not going to be a series. That's basically if you're going to have multiple LLCs. Go ahead, organizers. Go ahead, you're gonna add in individual, all their name information. Go ahead. Normally, if you're running this just for yourself, your registered agent and your organizer is going to be yourself. Just basically asking who your members are and who's going to be receiving your mail and your tax documents for the business. Then you're just going to have to go ahead and go through everything here, make sure everything's correct, and what are the organizer assign, and then you would have to do that, type in your name, date, done. From there, you go to the submit. You're going to file it online more often than not. Now, we're not going to honestly be able to do this, but from there, you're basically set up, ready to go, and you're going to go ahead and shell out North Dakota. The filing fee is $135. That's going to vary by state a little bit here and there, but your basic filing fee, that's going to be really all it costs to start an LLC. From there, you're able to start the business and kind of roll with it from there. If you are starting with partners, you're going to want to look into also getting an operating agreement to kind of set the terms of your partnership. But if you're not looking to do partners and you're setting up just a basic LLC where you're going to be the sole owner, you're going to be good to go and start running with things. From there, you're going to have to go and file your EIN with the federal government. So if you just type in EIN, you're going to want to make sure you're not going to a .com, not a .org. You're going to want to make sure you're going to a .gov. So irs.gov here, employer identification number. This is going to be our tax number for everything. It's going to go through some basic things. You're going to go ahead and apply online now. Begin your application. We start up an LLC. This one is very easy to get through. It'll tell you basics of what an LLC is, just making sure that everything's correct. How many members? You're normally going to be one. And we're going to say we are located again in North Dakota. Continue. And that means you're a single member. And why are we requesting this? We started a new business would be the reason. You continue from there. Going to have to be the responsible party here. You're going to be one of the responsible members. They're not going to let us go from this page. It's just going to have you fill out your address and basically confirm everything. From there, it's going to give you your EIN. An EIN should not cost you anything. If they are charging you for an EIN, you're on the wrong website and you should leave. This is just a tax document. It's registering your business with the federal government for tax purposes. They should not be charging you for that. There is a lot of sites out there that will do that. So just double check that you are not getting charged for an EIN. There will be a filing fee with your state, but there will not be no filing fee with the federal government. They should be able to confirm your EIN online most of the time right away. When they do that, that's what you're going to have to register if you set up a bank account, and they will also need that for collecting payments and everything like that. That's all.